Welcome back everyone to the Theta Communications video series. Today we're going to be talking about some market structure legislation and the impact it's going to have on US-based crypto projects, especially Theta, as well as how this is going to create synergies with other businesses that are related with the Theta Labs team. Before we proceed, let us thank our Theta stakers as well as our Tfuel stakers over on ThetaCommunications.com. You all make this content possible, as well as make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below to boost Theta-related content in the YouTube algorithm. All right, before we go too far, we do have to highlight the Theta EuroCon is September 12th through the 13th in Berlin. There is a submission for questions, and please submit anything that you have right here on this form. You can find the tweet here. I will link it down below in the comment section of the YouTube video. Make sure to go and submit those questions. You have a little bit of time, and if you are in Germany, head on over and check out Theta EuroCon. All right, let's head on over here. So there has been some updates in the draft of market structure legislation, and there are key components that are in there for Theta Labs and other Depin projects. And part of that is this coordination for exemptions for Depin and DeFi, reducing some of the securities designations within those pieces there. And that is a huge deal, considering that has been a huge gatekeeper for crypto thriving within the US. And I think it's finally time that they're realizing we need to be the place that everyone maneuvers to or wants to be in for crypto adoption. So the exemption from the law, Depin networks and DeFi developers will apparently gain explicit green lights to disregard certain existing regulations. This is major. This allows a lot of pass-through for entities and a lot more fun that can be had, especially with staking and various other rewarding mechanisms, right? And engaging with certain elements really opens up the floor to a lot of possibilities. As well as we need to highlight some of the statements. We'll head on over to Forbes here. The Eric Trump speaking on US-based crypto projects would be exempt from capital gains tax. So a 30% capital gains tax would be levied on non-US based projects. So this positions Theta very well, especially with their collaboration with Aethir. And Aethir is a Singapore-based project. So the fact that Aethir is doing the boosters and helping out with the tandem running with Theta Edgecloud means that more of Aethir's business is possibly going to be running through the Tfuel coffers, and therefore gaining a huge benefit for the Aethir business model without exposing them to this 30% capital gains, all while still being able to penetrate the US market and markets abroad. So that really is exciting, and I think it really plays into some of the fear of the previous years where there was so much uncertainty of US-based things, and I think that's really what stemmed Aethir and the development is the uncertainty surrounding the progression in US. It was really halting a lot of innovation, and so people want to progress and they want to keep moving forward. So Aethir blossomed out of this, and now with the close relationship, we can create a synergistic business model that creates net benefit that is tax revenue positive for Aethir and does not outflow and waste capital on capital gains. So this puts us in a great position, especially with the revenues that Aethir is pushing forward. We're pushing the triple-digit mark on the ARR, 126 million. This isn't even the most recent number here, and that is really exciting, especially as the cost to utilize all this hardware is actually getting cheaper, and the amount of content that is going to be produced through that deflationary process, I don't think people really fully understand. is that even as costs get cheaper, it actually scales upwards in the amount that is created, because now it's more cost efficient to actually engage and do so. So this thing just keeps growing and growing. And I really like what Theta Leviathan and Joe Stevens have been putting together over on Twitter. If you don't follow them, make sure you go do that. Theta Leviathan here own the infrastructure. The economy is going to be changing drastically. And because of that, you're going to see the majority of jobs disappear and transition. I am surrounded by many college towns where I am located, and because of that, I continually drive around and wonder, what are all these students actually going to do to convert these $40,000 plus a year tuitions and engagements into convertible revenues for themselves, their families, and their future lives? How is this actually going to convert? And especially when the job market in the future here is going to be even more constrained. And from the highlights in previous, where innovators get punished. So we have all these conflicting things going into the future, and Leviathan is absolutely correct. You must own the infrastructure, and that is what we are doing here. It's why we are here with Theta Communications, is to help provide and support everyone who wants to participate in this new form of economy that's going to be spun out over the next few years. We only have this window here really to really capture and become a part of it as a innovator. So we're really excited to be on the journey with you all. It's why we were really interested in setting everything up with Theta Communications. We appreciate all of the support. You guys have been amazing. It has been such a fun journey. And of course, we can't wait to see you all on Tfuel Island. All right, everyone. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Enjoy your Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.